What's up, YouTube family? We are back with another crazy banger, and then today we are going to be looking into the three top candlestick confirmations that actually help in perfecting my strategy, right? So, if you're practically new to this particular forest community, right? If you're new to this particular YouTube channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and then share this particular video, right? And also, if you're looking to join our free Telegram community, you can click on the link in this particular video description to join our free Telegram community, right? So right now, I'm going to be revealing the secrets confirmation which I've actually been using in my trade, right? Now, a lot of you traders actually have the problem of just scaling in on just the lower time frame confirmation, right? But how about if you are able to utilize the higher time frame confirmations, right, after framing your setup? Now, when we talk about that, I'm literally going to be showing this to you all, and then I hope this would actually help you all in navigating through the market, right? So, we actually have our first example right here, which is GBP USD, and I will be scaling in on the trade, which we actually did capitalize on today, right? Which was presented today, and then it did deliver over 5 hour in 8 payouts, right? So as I did say, every single trade level is being called out right there in the community. You can actually join us right there in the community, right, and capitalize on this particular levels. So right now we actually do see that GBP USD has actually been trading all the way to the upside for a couple of days, right? We can actually see that price actually started making higher high, higher high, higher low. We see this higher high, higher low, and it keeps on going and going and going and then going. Now, the question is, how do you capitalize on this particular movement, right? Now, seeing that we've actually framed our buyers at on the higher time frame, right? So I did say I'll be breaking down this particular price action right here and how we were able to capitalize on this. Now, off the lower time frame on the 30 minutes time frame, we actually did see that price has been bullish, and at this particular point, we're looking to see price continuation all the way to the upside or to the downside, right? Now, the fact that we are bullish of the higher time frame, that is of the daily, is actually telling us that we should look at only for buys and not for sales, right? And although we did see a lot of sellers from this particular high, and I did actually see a lot of people selling from this point, right, all the way to this, and then expecting a further push to the downside. Meanwhile, you should not forget we actually have the buys on our side, right? And as I did say, this trade levels are called right there in the community, so you can actually join and then capitalize on these trade levels, right? So seeing this particular price action, we actually have a particular setup which is being presented right here. Now, if you're new to this particular community, you should actually refer back to the link in this particular video description to join our free Telegram community, right? Now, we have what we call the blind spot, right? But I will actually put this in a layman's knowledge. Just practically the presence of a key level right here. Okay, there's practically the presence of a key level right here, or we can see the presence of this right here. So a lot of persons might actually see this as the presence of a shoulder, head, shoulder, right? But for those who are in the communities know that this is practically a reversal pattern which actually has a high probability in respect to it playouts. This is called a QML. Okay, so we actually see the presence of this QML, and if we actually did refine further, which every single person right there in the community know that we do refine our trade setups, right? We actually will see the presence of this right here, but no trade level was taken off this as this was not a valid level for us. Now, based off the 30 minutes, switching back to the 30 minutes, we actually do see what we call the blind spot, right? Which is what I love in respect to continuation setups. So this is a push to the upside, high. This is a push to the downside. This is a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So price actually did set the higher low in this particular level, right? Now, looking to refine this higher low, we are actually looking out for a precise point, or should we call this you're looking out to see um a particular level that propelled price retracement all the way to the upside. So at this particular point, this particular retracement, we did see the presence of this QML, right? Now, let's say we did frame our setup of the 30 minutes in respect to price bullish order flow, and of the lower time frame, we are scaling in on the basis of, for example, right? We are scaling in on the basis of this is a shoulder, this is a head, and then this is a right shoulder, right? But those in the community know this will be a QML. Now, how do we actually scale into this? Now, we actually have the lower time frame confirmation, right? And if you see right here, we actually have this key level. Okay, we actually have the presence of this key level, and price actually did tap into this and then came back right at this particular point. Hence, you actually have a setup right here. But trying to keep every single thing plain, if you have been able to gauge your lower time frame confirmations, right, it is practically wise to actually check if the higher time frame is in line with this particular play. Okay, so if this particular time frame is showing that, all right, we should see buys to the upside or to the downside, I would switch to the higher time frame, that is the 1 hour time frame, as I am particularly looking out for the presence of an engulfing candle or a morning star or so on, also, right, to look out for a buy confirmation, right? So on the higher time frame, which I'm literally going to be switching all the way to right now, I do see that on the higher time frame right here, I did see the presence of this particular bullish candle engulfer, right? This was a candle engulfing candlestick, or this was practically this bullish candle engulfing this bearish candle. Hence, this actually confirmed that since we actually have the presence of a bullish candle, we should see impulsive buys all the way to the upside or to the downside, right? To the upside specifically, as we are practically seeing buys to the upside. So this one's actually make me scaling right here, right? Because this particular bullish candle was presented in price, hence I'll be looking to scaling at this particular point. We only see this to be a retest of the bullish candle engulfing candle, the engulfing candle before we expand all the way to the upside, right? And this particular confirmation pans out across different assets in the market, right? So you can actually have the presence of a morning star. You can literally get the presence of an evening star, but preferably it's particularly wise you actually stick to the presence of an engulfing candle, right? And if you're a swing trader, you actually want to look for your confirmations on the lower time frame, possibly let's say the 1 hour, and then look out for the confirmation or the high time frame confirmation for that particular setup, more like on the weekly or the daily, dependent on where you're actually framing your setup from, right? You actually want to go a higher time frame, you want to actually scale up by one time frame higher to where this particular setup was being presented, right? So if this setup was presented on the 1 hour chart, you actually want to like scale up to the 4 hour chart to see or look at for this particular confirmation, right? And if a candlestick confirmation is practically not seen or a confirmation is not seen, I think it's literally wise to stay out because there have been proven scenarios where price actually did not meet up or let's say violated the setup when the higher time frame criteria or the higher time frame confirmation was not there. So in order to like get more of this, we actually will be dropping more breakdowns and calling more trade levels in respect to this, right? And if you do want to apply this to your arsenal, you will practically see how solid this is and how of a great help it would actually be to you all as traders, right? So as I did say, if you're new to this particular channel, don't forget to like and subscribe and click on the particular link in this particular video right here to join our free Telegram community, and it's all for free, right? So that is all for today, guys. Hopefully this should actually help you in framing your trade bias in a very logical way, and see you all on the next slide, right? That is it, guys. You all do have fun, and as I did say, don't forget to like and subscribe.